Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the Atari. Now this is a retro video game system. It's officially licensed by Atari, and this has been given to us and built for us by our friends from My Arcade. As you can see here, this thing comes with two wireless joysticks. There's also paddle controls, which you'll be interested to see. There's also a game save option, and this comes with 200 hand-picked games from that huge and vast Atari library. Now it does cover the Atari 2600, 5200, and the Atari 7800, and the Atari Arcade game systems. So it's taken some of the best from each of these consoles and put them all into this nicely packaged product. Again, this is an officially licensed product, so you're getting the real deal here from our friends at My Arcade. So that's the side of the box. You have the nice Atari logo here. Let's see, on the side here we have the Atari logo, really nice looking. We have the My Arcade logo at the top. They have some social media where you can find them, right? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. And here we have Atari official logo, established back in 1972, so 51 years ago. And this is what comes in the box, right? Everything is right here. You get the Generation Pro console here. You get two joysticks, get a power cable, an HDMI cable, and a user guide. And then the back, here we have the back, and here we have some of the legendary games here. Oh my god, Air Sea Battle, Combat, Dark Chambers, you name it, it's sweet. And across the top we have all of the consoles that are supported, and there's some bonus games as well. And here are the features: 200 video games built in, console connects via HDMI to TV. The joysticks are wireless, of course, thank you very much for that. 2.4 gigahertz. There's a game save option, and there is a dynamic RGB LED light game show configuration that you can see on the joysticks themselves. As you can see, they light up pretty nice, and they're wireless. What I love about these joysticks is that they do kind of still try to keep a similar look and feel to the original. But anyway, let's dig into this now and open up the box. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is nicely packaged. We have the Atari box here with some accessories in it. We'll see what that's in a minute. Take this plastic cover off. HDMI cable. Oh yes, these look really nice. Look at these Atari joysticks. They actually do feel nice. You can feel all 8 directions on this thing, but we'll look at these closely in a second. A button, B button, these look nice, and wow, we have that paddle control built in. Wow, this is nice. These look very nice. And here we have the main system. Actually has some weight to it. GameStation Pro. Alright, we'll look at that in a second. And it's just a charging cable, USB. And I don't believe there's anything else in here. Let's see. No, there's nothing. Nothing under there. So looking at these, we have the GameStation Pro. We have our 2 joysticks. We're going to see what's in here in a second. And we have here our HDMI cable, and here we have a charging USB cable, right, to provide power. GameStation Pro user guide, We have the certificate of authenticity, and it certifies that this GameStation Pro is authentic and genuine, created and produced by My Arcade. And the most important line on this thing is, this product is officially licensed by Atari. And you can go to their website at myarcadegaming.com to get more information. So here is the some promotional material. So this is our GameStation Pro. We have some micro players and stuff, and nano players, and pocket players for other game systems that they all have here. I believe I have this one. I have this one as well, and I think I did a review on that one for Pac-Man. And here more micro players, nano players, and here more pocket players. So these are some of the other stuff that you can collect, and some coming soon stuff. So here's the manual, user guide. It comes in a couple of languages here. I see English, there's French, Spanish as well, Italian, Portuguese. Wow, it didn't hold back on the languages. Dutch, and I'm saying Dutch, I mean this is Dutch, this is German, and then Mandarin, Chinese. Wow, this is a pretty impressive manual. So as you noticed, there's no power supply. I find lately now a lot of consumer electronics manufacturers now, including those that manufacture cell phones, don't provide power supplies, but I do give you a USB cable, right? So you can connect this to your laptop or anything for power, right? So here we have the system. So these buttons feel really good. They feel like actual arcade buttons. You can really punch down on them. And that's power. That's your home button. We have the Atari logo right here. On the front here, we have two USB Type-C ports, and we have the My Arcade logo right here. If you can see that, it's the My Arcade logo. It's really, really cool there. On the side here, we have nothing really, right? Just these grooves here, and same on this side. Now, there is a micro USB slot right here for expanded memory. So that is going to come in handy. I have a weird feeling that you could actually maybe add more ROMs to this. I'm not sure, I have to check the forums, but it's interesting that that feature is there, that micro USB slot for additional memory. And here on the back, right here, we have our reset pin hole there to reset the system. We have our 5-volt in port here to provide power, and here's our HDMI out port here. And on the front, I think we covered that already. Yes. So this is nice, and there's two rubber strips here, so your system doesn't fall off the table if it has a slant. And that's that. So here's a closer look at the controller. So there's a home button, select button, and here we have our start button. We have A and B buttons here, and on the joystick, it's 8 directional. 8 directional. You can feel the bumps. So for up, down, left, right, and in the diagonals. Here we have our game paddle controller right here, right, and it goes all the way here. It feels like about, I don't know, 270 degrees of movement roughly. That's good. Goes like from here to here. And we have the My Arcade logo right there. Nothing on the sides. And here we have some more buttons here. Power switch, 5-volt in port, and this is for our wireless connectivity here. Right, there's an LED, gives you the wireless connectivity status, and then there's a button here. And there's a light bulb, so I'm guessing that turns on and off the RGB, and the RGB effects are in this circle here. This is where you see the color effects, which is I'm sure it's gonna look really nice when we turn it on. Now, one other thing right here, very important, we have a trigger button. Now, you don't have that on the original, so this trigger button is a nice little add-on, right? So you can play in, you have the trigger button right there while you can access your B button here. You can use your index finger for your trigger, and you can just move around the joystick like that, and then you have the other hand for the A button. So it's nicely designed, keeping the original kind of controller with just the joystick and the orange button on the original, but you have these all built in, other features built in, including the built-in game paddle as opposed to having a separate game paddle that we looked at earlier. Now, as you can see, they recommend use high quality alkaline batteries for longer playing time. And they have that on this sticker here that you have to take off before getting to the battery compartment. And I strongly do recommend you follow their advice. Don't use cheap batteries in these things. They usually leak. They don't last long. And if they leak, they can damage your system, you know. So, and we have the safety screw here to get access to the battery compartment. And here, as we can see, you can put in 4 fresh AA alkaline batteries in this thing, and you're good to go. And put it back. Now, oop, there you go. That's it. And here we go. These are the original. This is the original Atari joystick, right? Simple, elegant, one orange button, and you have your joystick, right? And here's a typical paddle controller, right? With that variable resistor type feel. And I think that's exactly what it is. I think it is a potentiometer, but it has that, you know, the dial here, and you have your action button, right? So what they've done on the ones from on this new system here, we have this feature here is right here, right? And then you have your action button here, which would be analogous to the action button here, right? Or even here, right? So that could be this one as well. And if you compare the original Atari joystick with theirs, they're pretty much the same size. You know, when you look down at the square, and then the joysticks themselves, the one from My Arcade is a bit thicker, right? A little bit taller, and with this, you can actually feel all 8. There's eight, you know, up, down, left, right, and then each of the diagonals. You can feel that. You can feel that here. But this, you don't feel that. You can barely feel it, but hey, this was technology from back in the 70s and 80s, man. Really cool. So that's just showing you how they've combined both of the paddle and the joystick into just one, right? Now, for you hardcore Atari fans out there, here is the original 2600 that I got in my collection. And that's the Atari, the new one that we're looking at. So you can see how we've gone from this to this, right? Technology has really improved over the years. But so guys, that is the unboxing of the Atari game system called the GameStation Pro from our lovely friends at My Arcade. So this was just the unboxing. Now part 2, I will set it up, show you how to set it up, and we will play some of these really cool games. So until next time, happy gaming. Bye bye. I hope you enjoyed that last video. Now, if you liked this video and you liked it, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And if you subscribe to my channel, I'm appreciative of that as well. So thank you very much. So listen, there's going to be a lot more content coming out this year and beyond. I plan to be doing quite a few different types of reviews. And I'm also starting to do giveaways now, finally. So that being said, happy gaming and stay safe. Bye bye.